Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Agents of Chaos Gaming, where order comes to die and chaos reigns. I'm Crunch, and I've got Scotty and QB with me.
Yes.
And last time we kicked around a giant colossus. I should have just said a giant.
I don't know why I just did the Megatron. Yeah.
And now we're gonna go and take care of some routes. In Mission 3, Flying Hunter.
I think we should split into two groups and cover more ground. Good idea.
You know, because that always works out in a horror situation.
Genius. Cash first.
All the materials I collected for your little pet projects don't count for anything.
My brilliant badass work is worth every dime. You know it.
Well, your quality control.
We pay in red orbs. We don't pay in dimes.
Don't let the demon smack you around so much.
Whatever.
I am truly gifted. It's a work of art.
Oh, so you're an artist now, huh?
Yes, I am. Got any questions, little chicken? My grandmother was called the 45 caliber virtuoso, legendary gunsmith. I hope to be like her someday, an artist and a lethal artisan. Everything I create is art, whether it's a gun or a steel pot to cook birds in.
Birds.
Any more questions? Little cheeky.
I like her.
I'll take my leave now. And if I don't see you along the way, I'll see you at the bottom of the Glyphod. Sure. What are you gonna do?
I gotta shake the cobwebs out. I'll let you know. Hey, you got any more questions? Better ask it now. I can't read minds. Ooh, well, yeah.
That begs questions.
A few new arms, I see.
Yep, so if we go to our customize menu.
Hey,
Hello.
got a new arm for ya.
Fists of Destruction, Punchline. And the Helter
I
Skelter.
really worked up a sweat on that one.
And we're going to go over here, and I'm going to...
Yeah, now we've got two magazines.
So, yeah, that's one thing that you can do with this, is you can actually, like, set up your, or set up different loadouts, then you can, like, select which one you want active.
Can you do that in bed and mission, or do you have to do it in the shop?
No, you have to do that in the shop. So, anyway. Actually, I might do that later. Okay, so... I think I'm actually going to hold off on buying anything for right now. But I did want to at least clip the new arms just to show them off. Actually, for Helter Skelter, I just realized I've already kind of shown that one off. Helter Skelter and Monkey Business are functionally the exact same. It's just one is a
Bunch of bananas.
bunch of bananas. Yes, exactly.
Or to use the punchline, is completely bananas.
Speaking of punchlines, kind of a fun arm to play around with. Also, she looks like she has stoned out her
So much
gourd.
for teamwork.
Well, I mean, we don't know what's in those cigarettes.
That is true.
It could be custom made.
I'm high on believing.
Alright, so this gimmick returns from DMC4, the Grim Grips. Basically, you stand on a platform and they activate. Also, they now have flying enemies. So these guys are pyrobats. Basically, they will fly around and spit fire at you. Nothing really too crazy. Also, as you can now see, there's actually a name showing up in the corner of someone's gamer tag. So someone else is actually playing right now.
That means Sena 6 full set. Wonder if we can see them.
I believe, if I remember correctly, if you look off to that side, you can't get a good angle on it right now, but they'd be over there.
Think I'll handle the closer one first. Gotta start somewhere.
Alright, we got a little bundle of crystals right there. Yeah. Normally I think they would be like down there. I guess maybe they haven't reached that spot yet. Actually, they're right over there. You can see them.
Well, they're playing as V.
I see a bird.
Like I said, it's kind of a fun little system, like, just to have in there. It's like you can see other players doing their missions while you're running around doing yours. I just kind of wish that they actually made it more of a co-op-ish experience.
And I'm just wondering if this person's looking over at you going, what the fuck is he just standing a bit there for?
Who knows? Anyway, come over here and we got ourselves a blue orb frag. And that's a full blue orb, and yeah, these things look weird. All of the orbs in this game.
I was wondering why that looked as though the face was kind of dodgy, but it's actually 3 faces rotating around.
Yep. So the orbs all in this game look weird, just to put it mildly. Now, where is the thing? Right, it's over here.
Usually do the thing.
And now it's all
Yeah.
Yep, although now the name's actually changed to something else.
Clear 036 name.
Alright, so punchlines, I actually haven't shown this off, or mentioned what it does, is a rocket arm. You basically just chuck her out and it goes and punches stuff. It does have another function which is a lot more fun, but unfortunately I let myself get hit, so I'll have to show that off in a second. And as I said, for Helter Skelter, it's exactly what you saw with Monkey Business, it's just a drill. So when you do the charge up, it does that, which I completely whiffed on. And we got one of those double-wielding axe berserkers. Which thankfully you can grab them and throw them up in the air. Except when they're berserking, because then they become immune to that.
The other player is away right now. They must be in another part of the mission.
Probably. That section that they're on actually doesn't last too long, so...
One of the games I was recommended when I got my PS5 was Special Edition. I said, well, I've never really played a EMC before, so...
No, I mean, considering you've watched me play through, like... I don't know why I did that. There was no reason for that one.
I've seen you play through
3 of these games now.
You did 1, 3, 4, 5, or have you not done 1 yet?
No, we're talking... No, we've done... Ninja Theory, DMC, 3, 4, and now we're doing 5, so... And then we have another player over there. Believe...
That's the same player from earlier.
No, I think the other player had a 2 in their name. Plus, I think they're over there now.
Right.
Doing stuff. The power of the Xbox One. Just dynamic destruction everywhere.
Of course, it's in a church.
So this Clyfod. Screw it. We're taking this fucking thing down.
Yep, and there we have our first F-bomb of the game. Hey look, it's another monkey business.
Monkey.
Yeah,
So we're in a one drone, now you have a banana drone.
Release the monkeys.
you're gonna do that every single time monkey business shows up, aren't you? Daggone it.
Release the demons.
I'm not gonna say anything. Which I already broke by saying that.
Alright, so if you come up over here, this is actually a spot where a bunch of red impulses spawn in, so if you want to get some red orb farming. Now, the quickest way I've realized to kill these things to make sure they don't escape is just streak into them, like, a lot. Okay, I did not want to go for this one, but whatever. See if I can still get them all. Because you'll know they're trying to escape when they start, like, burrowing into the ground. No matter what kind of surface they're on. Kind of like that one is over there. Yep, and there he goes.
Goody.
And this is not an orb.
Wonder what she's up to.
I don't know what shape you call that, but that's not an orb. I'm very confused why they still call them orbs when they aren't. Anyway, this is the thing I was talking about. This is their stand-in for the red orb fountain crystals. Basically these big tree-looking things. And you just beat them up until they explode. If you aren't fast enough, though, they will actually harden and then become unbreakable after a bit. Now, I wonder if it's... one thing I should get back to where it was. Yes, I can. Alright, so I want to jump up here and grab this. Because I knew there was an extra punch line hanging around up here. And for its secondary function, I actually don't need to be in combat for it. So what you do is you hold down the B button as it's returning to you, and it does this.
Off you go. Come on.
Yes, Nero is on a rocket board. And if you press A, you jump off of it. But while you're riding it, if you hit the melee button, you can boost around on it and then hit the shoot, and he'll like spin around on it. However, it does have a limit for how long you can do that before it'll just naturally break. So you have to be careful with that. But it's a fun little toy to mess around with and just be silly. I remember seeing
Also
that.
punch.
Huh.
I just looked up the shape as an octahedron.
Ah, okay.
It's basically the same shape as a 8-sided die from D&D.
Nice.
Why wouldn't that let you pick up a Buster Arm? Are you already packed?
I'm full at the moment, actually. I'll probably break my punch line just so I can grab it. I haven't really gotten to play around with that thing. Just exploring and grabbing everything.
Break it. Where's the one up from Punchline?
Hmm?
The one now up from Buster. Oh.
That is the pasta breaker.
Ah.
So the pasta breaker's function is it throws itself basically kind of like Punchline does, and then when you supercharge it, it just like does a whole bunch of extra damage. It's supposed to have some other function to it, but I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. I think it's supposed to be like you can switch arms or something like that, but I haven't really messed around with that to figure out how that works.
Great. Now the roots are in my way.
Speaking of which, there's a punchline sitting over there. Yeah, I do love how the Buster Arm is literally just like Nico trying to recreate Nero's old arm, mechanical.
He liked that arm. Arm was his friend.
Yeah, as you can see, grabbing stuff with it, it's in that particular case, it's a slam. And then for these vines, it doesn't really do much, since, you know, they're stuck.
These roots have to be coming from somewhere.
But as you go and, like, try it on other things, you'll, like, see other animations for it. The only
Remember the ones from DMC4?
There's many glorious ones in DMC4.
Yeah.
There's a couple that I know you can pull off against Goliath. There's one that they actually, like, snuck into one of the trailers, and then there's, actually, I think they snuck both of them into the trailers. So this is one that takes a while, which I'm not the biggest fan of, where he basically grabs the guy and shoots him in the head. I prefer the air buster on these guys. Oh yeah, speaking of air stuff, actually, there's one thing that they added, that they gave Nero in this game that no other, I'm pretty sure no other DMC game has ever had before, is that you can do this midair.
Let's get airborne.
So that's me hitting the taunt button while I'm midair. Taunting is not really something I typically do during these games, although really you should, just because it gives you like extra style points and stuff when you taunt. But like I said, I don't really do it that often. However, this game gave you the ability to do it in midair. It's very silly.
I've also seen a couple of videos on the taunts, and there's one that just always stays in my mind.
Which one's that?
And it's for a character we haven't met yet.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know the one you mean, now that I think about it, because that was one of your favorite ones to share the gif of. Let's see, can I grab you? Yes, I can. Oh! But yeah, I remember when I saw the digital version, one of the bonuses for it was being able to get early access to the Buster Arm. I'm like, hell yeah. Also, there you go, 6 skills is the double S.
6 skills. Oh, SSS.
Which is not even... Didn't even give us the wording for it, but yeah, that one is smoking sexy style because the announcer said it.
So see for the special edition, when do you get his bonuses for that?
So bonuses that you get in the special edition are honestly kind of not that much. Because the special edition is only on Series X and PS5, you do get some graphic upgrades, like the game has ray tracing in it, so you can make it look a lot prettier. You also get access to turbo mode, so any old fans of DMC know like that makes it go like run faster and all this other jazz. You can also get come on, there's a thing here obviously, so you can see. I'm just trying to get to trigger it. There we go. You also get access to Legendary Dark Knight mode in the special edition, which basically is, hey, let's turn this game into a Muso title. I actually haven't done a Legendary Dark Knight mode playthrough on that version yet. I'm currently working up towards it. Anyway, so the secret mission basically takes us back over here to this rooftop, and we have to smack around a bunch of Impulses. For everyone, and yes, you can do that, which is nice. I don't think it's. I believe you have to like actually like stun them up into the air to make it work a little bit. So if I remember correctly, I believe this is a gauntlet of like 4 or 5 of them. Oh yeah, this is where things get annoying, right here. That's when these three spawn in because they're all clustered up, but then they split off. No, you don't. Come here. No, you don't. There we go. So that's another secret mission down. One thing I should note about the secret missions in this game, because I haven't actually said anything about it yet, is there's a system in this similar to the Ninja Theory Devil May Cry, where if you locate them and activate them, even if you don't finish them in the mission, there's a option on the main menu that will let you come back and do them, or pick and choose which ones you haven't done yet, and you can just do them from there. So you don't have to like replay an entire level to try and do them again, which was something that the older games suffered from. Anyway, anyone who was eagle-eyed earlier may have noticed there's a blue glow up here. If I can actually get up there, come on. There's one downside of not having air hike, which is still a move you have to buy, but if you come up here and go up here, there's a blue orb. So just pop on in there and grab that. And I didn't need to come all that way back down, but you know, whatever. There we go.
Huh. Okay. That's weird. This is definitely weird.
This is apparently an enemy from Devil May Cry 1.
Apparently I'm sending money to people in the future because my bank's saying money's came out of my account tomorrow.
Alright.
Like, I took money out yesterday to pay for a taxi. It's saying it came out on the... What?
You want me to follow you? No way, ass. You bring that shit.
Okay, apparently I'm a time traveler.
Is in the future!
No, I think it's just the way banks process money when you do transactions, because even I've seen stuff like that where, like, it will technically, like, when I do stuff off with my card and whatnot, it will show, like, okay, here's how much you have currently active available to you, but then here's like a bigger number, and then there's like pending transactions removal or something. It's really weird how how bank systems work.
Are these not the guys from 3?
No, they're not. These guys were not in 3. I'm pretty sure I know which enemy you're thinking of, and no, it's not them. These are apparently enemies from Devil May Cry 1. And basically the way that they work is they have scissors, they go through solid objects, and their scissors act as blocks for them. Now you can't break them, as you can see, but you can also shoot them and bypass that if you sort of need to. They're not really like super annoying, they're just kind of, eh.
I was thinking they look like the guy from 3 where he's like, oh, I'm the first boss of the game, and I'm just a basic bitch in.
Oh, those guys, no. They are not Hell Vanguards. No, like I said, I think these are apparently enemies from Devil May Cry 1, if I'm remembering correctly. Also, Buster. Just obliteration. Come on. And if you come up here, you can't actually like completely obliterate all these bookcases, or at least the inconvenience to just knock stuff around. There are also some red orbs you can come up here and grab, and usually there's like an arm, depending. And then also if you jump around on those upper levels, you can get some orbs too. Let's see. Yeah, I thought so. Grab these guys here. And move it along. And it's a sweet surrender.
Without strength, you can't protect anything. I know that.
So what you're saying, Nero, is you need power?
Also, phone. So I'd like to point out, we're inside.
You're up, Nico.
What?
Wait, hold on a minute.
How? What? How? What?
That's why I made a point of saying so. We're indoors. She just crashed through the roof.
Is there a ramp outside?
I don't know. I told you. She
Oh,
finds weirder and weirder ways of getting to where you are.
what?
Like, even if I don't need a shop, I'm going to be calling her anytime I see a phone just for the sake of the animation of her come crashing through whatever it is.
Yo, you just can't
Why?
It's so good. Alright, so now that I actually have the money for it, I am going to buy Air Hike, finally. So I feel weird not having my double jump. And I'm going to buy a couple more Buster Arms.
What's the difference between Gerber and Gerber GP01?
So Gerba GP1 looks slightly different, and I believe there is
You better take care of that.
there is a difference in the way that they function. I just cannot remember what it is for the life of me. And I'm gonna pop on a couple of extra Buster Arms, and actually I'm gonna grab this so we can try it out. And yeah,
Hey, Buster.
any Buster or breakers that you have on your belt when you finish a mission, they get banked here, so you can come back and use them later. So let me see if I remember correct. Also, yeah, I love just like 3 of the Buster Arms on his belt. That's just silly looking. Okay, so this is just not even touching the stick. It does up and down strikes, whereas like the original one would like do a forward push when you weren't touching the stick. And then when you're touching the stick, it still does the sideways bouncing. I forget what the might as well actually find out.
Give him a little taste of the good shit.
Okay, it's still the same thing as the other one. Yeah, I know, I could have saved that for the fight, but eh.
Okay,
Yes.
so there's a big empty room, so boss fight. The fuck?
What? No chit chat or monologue? Just getting right to the point, huh?
Lovely.
Also, the name of this thing should sound familiar to longtime fans. Artemis. That is the name of one of the guns in Devil May Cry 3. Specifically the one that was on a statue that you would get for clearing the Trials mission. It was mission 6, specifically. So it's a weapon that never had a boss fight. Until this game. For some reason this game has a boss fight based on that weapon. And considering the fact that that thing shot lasers and this thing is mostly shooting lasers, it makes so much sense now. I love how he makes a comment about the fact that she basically released something out of her tits. That's why he's like, don't you need those? So you can see, it's like, come on, snatch on.
So she has tit funnels.
Okay, come on. Oh my gosh. So normally speaking, if you want to get up to her when she's doing this, you would have to shoot these things. And they'll become little, like, grab grappling spots you can latch onto. I actually have not seen her do this in a while. Now, once you get up there, knock her down, you can do this. And if you rev your sword while he's got it jammed in her face, it will make the flames blast. And BAM! I love Buster moves. This is why, like I said, this is why I wanted to have access to the Buster arms early, just so I could like show off stuff like that. Which also makes me sad I didn't get a chance to do that during the Goliath fight.
You also notice that you don't get any. I'm guessing Nero doesn't get any weapons from defeating bosses.
No, much like in Devil May Cry 4, he doesn't get weapons. At least not in the traditional sense. I guess you could kind of say like Nico building arms based off of what they leave behind counts as new weapons, but as far as like weaponry the way Dante does, no. Nero does not get any new toys that way. Also, that's
Oh, hello.
Also, hello there.
So here's a funny fact. In the PlayStation releases for this game, there was a few scenes like this where the or the PlayStation version had lens flares.
Oh.
What?
I can't believe you do this to Kyrie. I'm gonna have to tell her, man.
Of course.
I found a Nicky
I'm
lady.
joking. Hey, loosen up your jockstrap.
Haha.
Don't do anything I would do. Chicka bow wow, chicka bow wow.
You know, Grant, I'm starting to get behind your idea.
So is that implying that Nico swings both ways?
Actually, yes. There is much implication that she swings that both ways. If
This
not
is
at
the
least one
greatest game.
direction.
This is the greatest game of all time.
Yeah, no, Nico kind of became a very runaway hit character when this game launched, to put it mildly.
Loosen your jockstrap.
And it's definitely in help to the fact that her writing is hysterical and very silly. But it's a lot of fun and I love it. Anyway, so yeah, that is mission 3, Flying Hunter. Next time, more fun hunting down roots. So join us for that. We'll see you guys then.
We're finding the root of the cause of the problem.
Yes.
Yeah.